educators, they've been part of the program for a long time, and having them around, each year it gets harder and harder to let your seniors go just because you've had them for such a long time. But they each bring something unique to the table, and Ray's really improved her game this last year and has contributed a lot this year. We always say Maggie's our comedian on the team and kind of keeps us laughing and keeps us going. And JC, is just a hard worker, always shows up and has a great attitude. They just all three have brought great things to our program, and we always say we don't want it to be done yet. We want to keep working hard so they get one more game.
And then real quick, just a few comments on this whole this region as a whole.
In the past, the regions actually, I think this is the first year in 5 years that only the top two teams have records above 500. The last 4 years, the region has been super tough, but these teams don't have their records don't really exemplify what kind of teams they are. Any one of these teams can put on a good showing in one night and knock somebody off. So even though they don't have that record, you can't overlook them by no means. Arlington's tough. They ended up number 1. We lost to them by 2. They're very similar to us, and they have a heavy junior class at some good athletes, and it's always been a nice competitive region.
Real good, Coach. Well, thanks so much for joining us here. Good luck in the game, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Thanks, Matt.
Chris Robinson, our head coach of the James Valley Christian Lady Vikings. Back to the studios, come back with official starting lineups, and we'll be ready for tip-off. James Valley Wolsey Wessington girls playoff basketball next on KOKK.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions.
Okay, I'm gonna
plant nutrition, and
I'm gonna need
knowledge, products, and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed, bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. High school season.
Action news on the scene. Once again, a craft of some sort has crash landed. I can see movement coming from the craft. Is it the sun? It is. It's confirmed and emerging now exactly what we thought. It is the Ty Clark has just emerged from the craft. He's the son of Kent Clark. And yes, they're teaming up like Superman and Boy Wonder. Father and son finally together. Kent Clark Insurance Wessington, equal opportunity provider. 451 for your crop insurance needs.
Brushing up? Bettering yourself? Pursuing a degree? Keeping community campus in-person classes? $100 plus fees. HCC offers courses at Northern State University, offering quality education at an exceptional community campus. That's 353-15.
American and Associates Inc. American Family Insurance.
Okay, I need to back after this one, please. After this one,
even when nothing. Today at 4943, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison.
Dakota Sports, a commitment in sports broadcasting.
and welcome back to James Valley Christian School as we get ready for Region Girls basketball action. 2-seeded James Valley Christian, 7-seeded Wolsey Wessington. Warbirds coming in with a mark on the year of 7 wins and 13 losses. Warbirds will have off the bench Taylor Eichstead, Riley Peterson, Timber Hayter, Maria Nelson, Peyton Peterson, Anna Carmona, Ava Bierman, and Kenley Hooks. Josh McGilvery and his Wolsey Wessington Warbirds will start number 3, a 5'8 senior Peyton Chemnitz, 10, a 5'6 freshman Shea Utecht, 12, a 5'11 junior Macy Washicek, 13, a 5'7 sophomore Kendall Utecht, 14, a 5'6 senior Laney Utecht. Again, Utecht, Washicek, Utecht, Chemnitz. They'll wear the black unis with the gold. No, they'll wear the white unis. All right, let me see who's who here. Nope, James Valley's wearing white, so black for Wolsey Wessington. All right, now that we've got that figured out, James Valley Christian, the 2 seed, 13-6 on the year. Lady Vikings.
And junior, number 23, Alexa Kirk, Catherine, and Leanne Bartolo. Tonight's officials are Mike Ruth, Matt Clark, and Brad.
Well, online here only, I guess, to get things started tonight. Ain't technology fun as Rihanna Hood is no score here. James Valley Christian just underway. 7 minutes here still to play in the opening quarter. Vikings first foul of the day, first point of the day as Rihanna Hood knocks in the free throw. The first foul of the day on Laney Utech for Wolsey Wessington. And here's a whistle as Wolsey Wessington moves the ball up court. I think that's just going to be a travel and a turnover back to... Nope, Wolsey Wessington going to hold on to it. So they do have a foul on James Valley Christian. It'll be on Rihanna Hood. That'll be her first. Into the backcourt for timeline for Kendall. Kendall going to drive no Laney all the way to the basket. Steps through, scoops the shot up and won't go. Got her own rebound. Kicks it out to Shea. Shea on the drive. Can't get the basket to go, but will get a couple of free throws here. And the first free throw good for Shea Utech. So Utech will tie us at 1. And will knock down a second to put Wolsey Wessington up early. 2-1. So just free throws thus far as James Valley Christian to the offensive end. Just left of the free throw line. Here's Addison Knight to the top of the key for Kaylee Robinson. Robinson going to give it back to Knight. Knight across court for Hood. Hood in the paint, and she traveled in a turnover back to Wolsey Wessington. So the Warbirds a 2-1 lead. 6:31 to play here in the opening quarter. Shea Utech up and across the timeline. Here's the ball tipped up and stolen away by Robinson, and James Valley will get it back. Drive by Gertz. They kick it around. Kaylee Robinson for 3 on the left wing, and that one is good. Robinson the triple. Give James Valley back the lead. Full court pressure here from the Vikings. Wolsey Wessington inbounds in the back. The key for Shea Utech. Leaves it off for Chemnitz. Chemnitz over to Washachek. Down in the right corner, back to Chemnitz. Chemnitz shoots it inside and another block. Addison Knight on the block. Back outside, Peyton Chemnitz for 3. No good, but Shea Utech, Laney Utech on the offensive glass. And Wolsey Wessington will get another look. Left wing, here's Utech. Laney down to Kendall in the corner, and now a travel here on Shea and a turnover back to James Valley Christian. Five and a half minutes left in the opening quarter here.
Portable crate feeders from Burns Manufacturing are made locally in
Wolsey Wessington here
in South Dakota.
To the defensive end as a pass inside for Gertz is going to be a basket, and Alexa Gertz will get her first points. So 6-2 James Valley Christian, and here's another Robinson steal. The Vikings an early 6-2 lead as we get everything hooked back up here, I think. Here's another 3, this one by Gertz, and that one is good. So Gertz a 2 and a 3, and here's another steal by Robinson. Robinson will try the 3. A little too much on that. Offensive board. Hood scoops it back in, but it's picked up by Utech. Across the timeline, here's Shea. Back to Peyton. Right corner, Laney for 3. And that one no good, and the rebound tipped over to Kaylee Robinson. Robinson cross court for Addison Knight. Knight across the timeline. Vikings lead 9-2. Knight inside to Hood. Hood back outside. Robinson another 3. And oh boy, Kaylee Robinson, a pair of 3s in the opening quarter. Vikings jump out 12-2. Back to the studios for a 30-second timeout. 30 seconds on KOKK.
Hi, I am Tyson Lean. As a college wrestler, I push my body to the limit every day. But after a few injuries, I started to feel like I wasn't performing at my best. That's when I turned to Carr Chiropractic and their team of experts. Through a combination of adjustments, rehab, and natural supplements, I was able to work faster, reduce my pain, and improve my overall performance on the mat. If you're an athlete just looking to improve your health, I highly recommend giving Carr Chiropractic a try.
Welcome back to James Valley Christian School, where the Vikings have jumped out to an early 12-2 lead. 4:24 to play in the opening round of this region girls basketball matchup. The 2-7, the 3-6 comes your way next. DeSmet, not on the radio, but DeSmet will take on Dubrook here at James Valley Christian School. So if you're on your way up to watch this one, maybe catch the late game as well. The winners move on to Madison on Thursday. Here's a baseline drive, no good for Kendall UTEC, but a whistle on the Vikings, and we'll have free throws here for Kendall. 4:11 left in the opening quarter, 12-2 the Vikings lead. Kendall UTEC first free throw is up and in. All the Wolsey Wessington points have been from the free throw line. They are 3 out of 3. Maria Nelson checks in for the first time today for Wolsey Wessington. Second free throw for Kendall UTEC is good. And the Vikings lead is 8-12-4. And again, Wolsey Wessington still looking for that first field goal. Hood left wing, another three. Robinson from the corner, no good, but an offensive rebound. Addie Bartholow on the board, and they'll hold on to the basketball. Rihanna Hood at the top of the key. Right side, Gertz, another three, no good. Shea Utech had the rebound, ended up getting kind of stumbling to the ground. She will kick it over to Laney. Kendall back to Laney, and Laney across the timeline for the Warbirds. So Wolsey Wessington back to within 8. UTEC looks at a three. Back up top of the key for Chemnitz. Chemnitz the drive. Tried to leave it inside for Washington. Knocked away. Stolen by Robinson. Nearly taken back by Shea UTEC, but Addison Knight ends up with it. Inside to Bartholow, and a travel on Addison Bartholow. And we didn't get a chance, I just realized, to talk about our officiating crew. Brought to you, of course, by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Your law on the floor tonight, Brad McGurr, Mike Ruth, and Matt Clark. Again, Brad McGurr, Mike Ruth, and Matt Clark, your law on the floor here in this region girls basketball matchup. Wolsey Wessington missed. Transition run for James Valley Christian. Has Robinson on the left wing. To Hood in the left corner. Back to Kaylee on the wing. Couple of threes in the opening quarter for Kaylee Robinson. Here's a long two by Rihanna Hood, and that one is good. Hood's got three, and it's back to a 10-point James Valley lead, 14-4. Chemnitz across the timeline, had it knocked away momentarily, finds the handle, and kicks it out to Kendall UTEC. Top of the key for Chemnitz. Chemnitz on the dribble, going to back it away. Hood out to defend. The handoff now for Laney UTEC. Here's the drive. Basket won't go, but a whistle will send her to the free throw line, and the foul called here on Alexa Gertz. That's going to be her second, fourth on James Valley here in the opening quarter. That's led to some early free throws here as Laney UTEC is no good on the first. Wolsey Wessington, all four of their points from the line. They're 4 out of 5. Laney UTEC back to the stripe. Second is on the way, and that one is no good. Wouldn't have counted anyway. Stepped over, and the Vikings a chance to add on to their biggest lead. Right now a 10-point advantage, 14-4, 2.5 to play here in the opening quarter from James Valley Christian School. Robinson top of the key, right wing to Gertz. Back to Kaylee in the corner. They left her open. Here comes a three, no good. Long rebound to Chemnitz out at the free throw line. Chemnitz turns it up court. Hood there and Addison Knight there to defend, and Hood took it away. Rihanna Hood the other way for James Valley Christian. All the way to the basket, lays it in. Hood with 5, Robinson 6, Gertz 5. Vikings lead 16-4. Shea UTEC across the timeline is tripped up, and I think we're going to get a foul on James Valley Christian. It looks like it'll be on Robinson. 2:01 to play here in the first. That is also the 5th on James Valley Christian, so Wolsey Wessington into the bonus. And it's also on Alexa Gertz, and that's not great news for JVC, as that'll be her 3rd in the first 6 minutes of this game. Shea UTEC to the free throw line. First is good. Gertz going to have to come out of the game. That'll bring Daryl Franzen in. Kendall UTEC also getting a break as Kenley Hooks checks in. Shea UTEC good on the second free throw. She is 4 out of 4. It's 16-6. Vikings lead by 10. Rihanna Hood on the left wing. Down to Robinson in the corner. Inside for Bartholow. Back out. Long two by Franzen is good. Daryl Franzen, first bench basket for either squad. James Valley's biggest lead, a dozen, 18-6. Peyton Chemnitz left wing, shut down by Hood, all the way around the horn to Nelson on the right side. Now UTEC to UTEC, Kendall to Shea. Shea on the drive, finds a cutting Maria Nelson. Nelson all the way to the basket. The left hand's too strong. Rebound tipped out. Franzen will take it. Darrell to the other end. Right wing hits a cutting Robinson off the window. That one rattles in. Kaylee's got 8 in the opening quarter, and it's 20-6. James Valley Christian leads. Wolsey Wessington hooks across the timeline. Right wing Shea UTEC looks at a deep three. Won't pull the trigger. Now Laney over to Chemnitz. Chemnitz on the left side. She'll launch from 12 feet. No good. Rebound Robinson. Kaylee to the other end. Across midcourt. Top of the key. Left wing for Addison Knight. Knight to Franzen. Back up top for Robinson. Now Hood on the right wing. 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. Vikings lead 20-6. Bartholow inside, outside. Franzen another long two. No good. Hooks the rebound. Hooks the handoff to UTEC. Hood caught reaching in. So Rihanna Hood will pick up her second and more free throws for James Valley Christian. So now she has 2. Gertz has 3. Probably not exactly the way Coach Robinson envisioned this one starting, at least foul-wise. They do have a healthy lead, 14 points with 34 seconds to play in the opening quarter. A couple of free throws for Laney UTEC. First is good. For Wolsey Wessington, they have not hit a field goal in this. They are 7 for 9 from the free throw line for all 7 of their points. UTEC can make it 8 with her second attempt. That one on the way, off the heel and no good. Long rebound out to Hood. And it'll stay 20-7. James Valley Christian by 13. Shot clock is off. Kaylee Robinson across the timeline for James Valley. They'll hold for the final shot of the quarter. Vikings firing early. Couple of threes for Kaylee Robinson. A 3 for Gertz. The bench has got in. They got a basket. Chemnitz comes out to challenge Robinson. Dump off for Bartholow. Left wing to Hood. 5 seconds. Robinson top of the key, looking for a screen, didn't get it. Finds Franzen for a deep three, and oh boy, she got it. And that'll do it for one quarter. After a quarter of hoops at James Valley School, it's 23-7 Vikings. We're back in a minute. 1 minute on KOKK.
When is the right home truly the right home? This is Reg Kleinsasser with the Real Estate Connection. First, can you afford it? Beyond the purchase price, you need to consider utility costs, maintenance costs, and property taxes. All of these factors add to the actual cost of a new home. Does the home meet your needs? Buying a large house when your kids are heading off to college in a few years or paying for a view of the lake when you are hardly home probably doesn't make sense. At the Real Estate Connection, we are dedicated to helping you find a home that meets your needs without breaking your budget. We're ready to help you find the right home today. Give us a call, 352-1300, or visit our website, realestatehuron.com.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
To Dakota Sports.
Welcome back to James Valley Christian School. Here's another Franzen 3 to open the second quarter. That one is no good. Rebounded by Shea UTEC. Shea to Laney. Laney across the timeline. Wolsey Wessington on the comeback road here, down 16 after a quarter. James Valley Christian came out firing. There's a foul on Hood, and that's going to be her third. So while the scoreboard heavily favors James Valley Christian at this point, the fouls have not gone their way. And actually, that one's not going to be on Hood, just based on her reaction. I thought it was going to, oh, now it is. Yeah, they had it up for 21 for just a second there, but it is Hood's third. So now her and Gertz with 3 apiece. And of course, Alexa on there to start the quarter. Here is a 2 by Chemnitz, no good. Hooks the rebound. We'll try it again. Here's a 3 by UTEC, no good. Long rebound out to Franzen. She saves it in, but it's saved into Maria Nelson. Hooks leaves it off for Shea UTEC. Wolsey Wessington controls. With 7:10 to play in the first half, they're down 16. Shea UTEC traveled and a turnover back to James Valley. So Vikings in the opening quarter. Rihanna Hood 5, Kaylee Robinson 8, Alexa Gertz 5, Daryl Franzen 5. Franzen hit a 3, Gertz hit a 3, Robinson hit 2 threes. Vikings the hot hands early, but also foul trouble. 2 players already with 3 fouls. Second quarter just started. Daryl Franzen up top for Robinson. Hits a cutting Bartholow, and she traveled. Ran into the defense and didn't have anywhere to go with it. And a turnover back to the Warbirds. Wolsey Wessington will have Shea UTEC bring it into Chemnitz in the backcourt. Peyton Chemnitz across midcourt. 6:45 left in the first half. A 23-7 James Valley Christian lead. Here's a Chemnitz miss picked up by Hooks. Hooks on the offensive glass. Back outside, here's Nelson on the wing. Cross court for Shea UTEC. Bouncer back to Chemnitz. Free throw line jumper. That one rattles out. Rebound Robinson. Robinson off and running for James Valley Christian. Kaylee the drive and had it pinned on her hip for a moment. Is that because of a foul? They say yes, in fact it was. And of course you got to get that foul call. Otherwise you're going to turn it over on the travel. First foul of the night on Peyton Chemnitz. Daryl Franzen ready to bring it in for the Vikings. Franzen flicks it into Bartholow, top of the key. Left wing, right back to Bartholow. Right side, here's Robinson. J.C. Whiff in the game for the first time tonight. Whiff has the ball knocked away by Shea UTEC, and we'll go the other way with Laney. Right wing for Chemnitz. Chemnitz the drive, finds Hooks and a whistle on James Valley Christian. Foul on Daryl Franzen, her first. Second here in the quarter, and the Warbirds will inbound with 6:06 to play in the first half. Still 23-7. Chemnitz, nice leave off for Maria Nelson, who puts it up and in. So Nelson, the first bench scorer, the first field goal, in fact, for Wolsey Wessington. Vikings lead at 14 as Kaylee Robinson crosses the timeline. Right side for Addie Knight. Now inside for Bartholow, draws the double, back out to Knight in the corner, fakes on the 3, drives, finds Robinson left wing for 3, and that one's good. Kaylee Robinson with 11, her third 3 in the opening 10-12 minutes of this one. Here's Chemnitz top of the key, right side for Laney UTEC. Laney up top again for Nelson. Nelson the drive, lost it in the lane, finds the handle, back out to Laney. Laney for 3, no good. Rebound, Hooks had it for a second. And Knight took it away. Addison Knight the other way across midcourt for Robinson. Robinson to Bartholow on the wing. Now Whiff back to Robinson on the right side. Trying to work it into Bartholow. Bartholow working on Hooks. And Bartholow a little frustration there as she just can't get anything inside. So let's try it from 3. No good. Rebound Chemnitz. Chemnitz the other way here for Wolsey Wessington, and J.C. Whiff a little over aggressive on the defense, they say, and that will be her first. And a lot of whistles tonight here to get this one going, as Kenley Hooks going to check out as Kendall UTEC is back in. Foul on J.C. Whiff, her first, third on James Valley here in the second quarter. 4:45 to play in the half, 26-9. Vikings lead by 17. Nelson trying to get it inside. Robinson tipped it. Almost had to go out of bounds, tipped it ahead to Whiff, and the Vikings are going to have it. Whiff going to give it back to Robinson. Boy, Robinson tiptoeing the baseline to keep that one in bounds. Here's Franzen right wing, drives, the runner is out of bounds. So the Vikings set up for some D with 4:24 to play in the second. 17-point lead, and the only thing going against the Vikings to this juncture would be that foul trouble. They've got Rihanna Hood with 3, Alexa Gertz with 3, and both actually got those in the opening quarter. Shea UTEC the drive and a foul. We'll go to the free throw line with UTEC as Addison Knight picks up her first. Shea UTEC 4 points today, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Now we'll get a Robinson timeout with 4:13 to play in the first half. James Valley Christian 26, Wolsey Wessington 9. We're back in 30, a 30-second timeout, 30 seconds on KOKK.
Brushing up? Bettering yourself? Or pursuing a degree? Huron Community Campus offers in-person classes at just $40 per credit hour plus fees. HCC offers courses through Northern State University, offering quality education at an exceptional value. To learn more, call Huron Community Campus at 605-353-8518. That's 605-353-8518.
Dakota Sports.
Welcome back to James Valley Christian School. 4:13 remaining here in the first half. 26-9 on the scoreboard. Scoreboard updates are brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, downtown Huron, and we'll talk more about the Mirror at halftime as we'll get a look at the rest of this region. Maybe we'll have a Tiger girls score as well as they get underway here shortly. Shea Utek good on both free throws. She's 6 of 6 from the free throw line, all 6 of her points tonight. 26-11, a 15-point James Valley Christian lead. Inside Bartholow, again, that double team. Back out tonight. Addison Knight, the drive. Back out to J.C. Whiff. Bounce pass up top of the key to Robinson. Robinson calls for the Bartholow screen, goes the other way. Down in the corner, trying to hit Franzen. Franzen, though, was cutting to the basket, and that's out of bounds on James Valley. So the Warbirds with that 15-point deficit. Laney Utecht into Peyton Chemnitz. Chemnitz across midcourt on the dribble out near the timeline. Maria Nelson on the left wing. Nelson looking inside. They'll keep it up top to Kendall, right wing for Chemnitz. Leave it up top again for Laney. Fakes on the three, drives, and the finish. Laney Utecht with her first field goal. 3 points on the evening for Utecht. 26-13, Vikings lead at 13. 3:15 left here in the half. The other side of this region playing in Arlington. Winners will advance to Thursday night dates in Madison. They'll have a 6 and a right after that in Madison. Here's Robinson, another three, no good, but a long rebound. Top of the key for Franzen, and now she had the ball knocked away and it's picked up by Wolsey Wessington. So the Warbirds have whittled it back to 13. The ball on the offensive end. Chemnitz right side, guarded out there by J.C. Whiff. Chemnitz the drive, backs away. Long two is no good. Rebound Gertz and a whistle, or Robinson, and a whistle on Wolsey Wessington. See who the foul is on for the Warbirds here. It'll be just the third whistle in the game, second of the quarter, and it's the first of the night on Kendall Utecht. Next whistle would put Wolsey Wessington into the bonus, and they'll leave Franzen open. She'll fly another three, no good. Bartholow the offensive rebound, and the putback is in. Addison Bartholow breaks through her first basket. Viking lead back to 15, 28-13. Shea Utecht, left wing up top, Chemnitz. Chemnitz, the adjustment, the drive. The runner off the window is in. Peyton Chemnitz with her first points. Back to a 13-point Viking lead, 28-15. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Right side, Addison Knight. For Robinson on the wing. Cross court to Franzen. Franzen down on the left corner. Now Whiff inside Bartholow, and an immediate whistle on the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds. And the look on Maria Nelson's face tells me it's her, and it is. Nelson's first. Third on Wolsey Wessington as a team. Wasachek will come back in as Nelson comes out. Minute 52 to play in the first half. James Valley Christian leading by 13. Will inbound on their end. Ball tipped up, but Kaylee Robinson will collect it near the timeline. Finds Bartholow for three. No good. Long rebound, though. It got past Addison Knight, and it's out of bounds on the Vikings. Oh, wait a minute. Now they're going to say Wolsey Wessington, off Wolsey Wessington. So Vikings basketball. Nelson will inbound, or excuse me, Franzen will inbound for JBC. Bring it into Robinson. Robinson to Whiff, right corner for Addison Knight. Here's Robinson again, inside to Knight. Knight's pass tipped up. Franzen grabs it in the lane. And a whistle on the Warbirds, and that'll be 4 on Wolsey Wessington. So now Either team next whistle will send them to the bonus. Fouls on Shea Utech, her first. Vikings by 13. The inbounds, Kaylee Robinson for 3 is no good. Long rebound though, Addison Knight, another offensive board. Oh, she lost it, picked up by Utech. Kendall takes it ahead to Chemnitz. Chemnitz the right wing up top for Shea Utech. Shea over to Laney. Laney at the top of the key is trying to give it to Chemnitz. Chemnitz was literally almost wrestling with J.C. Wiv. The fans noticed it. Shea Utech, the offensive board. She just tried to flip it up and in. It wouldn't go. They got another offensive rebound. This time it's Laney Utech. And she'll put it up and in. Laney's got her second basket of the quarter. 5 points in the game, and the Warbirds have it back to an 11-point game. Vikings 28, Warbirds 17. 45 seconds to play in the first half, and the Vikings have cooled a little bit. 23 points in the opening quarter. 5 so far here in the second frame. Robinson out near the timeline. Utech out to challenge her. 30 seconds left in the half, 10 on the shot clock. Robinson left side and had the ball just about knocked away. Now they try to get it inside, and it is knocked away, and Chemnitz comes away with the steal. Chemnitz across midcourt. Peyton wanted to push it. Robinson comes to challenge her, slows it up. Laney Utech to Shea on the right wing. Chemnitz again at the top. She'll fire for 3, and that one is good. Peyton Chemnitz from downtown. All 5 of her points here in the second quarter. It's an 8-point game. Robinson at the buzzer. Oh, halfway in and comes out. And quite the first half for Wolsey Wessington and James Valley Christian. Vikings had a 16-point lead after a quarter at 23-7. Wolsey Wessington Warbirds win the second quarter, and it's an 8-point game at the break. At the half here at James Valley Christian, Vikings 28, Warbirds 20. 2 minutes to the halftime show, 2 minutes on 1210 KOKK.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Dairy Queen ice cream, of course. Get your favorite cool treats at Dairy Queen of Huron. Get a chocolate dipped cone, a dilly bar, hot fudge sundae, or their famous DQ blizzards. And for parties, anniversaries, or any occasion, order a DQ cake or a DQ blizzard cake. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week. Drive up, carry out, or dine in. Dairy Queen of Huron. Hot eats and cool treats.
Do you know what your cattle are eating? Are they growing like you expect? At Dakota Land Feeds, their experienced feed consultants can help you be sure your cattle are getting everything they need to perform and what will help you increase your bottom line. Let Dakota Land Feeds help formulate the right ration to fit the needs of your cattle, whether you have growing calves, feedlot cattle, yearlings, or beef cows. Dakota Land Feeds has feed consultants across the territory to help serve you. See your local Dakota Land Feeds dealer today.
Roll into 2024 with incredible savings. It's the New Year Blowout Sale at Olympic Chevrolet Buick GMC in Huron. Over 200 new and used in stock. Save over $2,300 off a Buick Envision. New Chevy 1500 Crew Cab. Save $6,500. Get a GMC 1500 Crew Cab with over $7,700 off. It's the New Year Blowout Sale at the new Olympic Chevrolet Buick GMC in Huron. New name, same great service.
This is Dakota Sports, committed to excellence in sports broadcasting. It's halftime.
It is halftime, and welcome back to James Valley Christian School on the north edge of Huron. Here is James Valley Christian, the 2 seed in the region, and Wolsey Wessington, the 7. The Vikings came in, obviously, just by the seeding, favored in this game. James Valley Christian 13-6 on the year. Wolsey Wessington, the 7 seed at 7-13. And we talked about it with Coach Robinson before the game that Yes, this is a playoff game, and yes, it is a 2-7 game, but it's also a 281 game, and those games tend to get sometimes maybe possibly slightly more physical than you would expect a playoff game to be. Well, James Valley Christian came out absolutely shooting the lights out. They put up 23 points in the opening quarter. They hit 4 threes in that opening frame. They went 1 of 2 from the line and really just kind of did everything right, had a 16-point lead. Second quarter cooled off considerably. A Kaylee Robinson 3 early in the quarter. She's the only player in double figures. And then a late 2 by Bartholow, and that was it for the Vikings. Wolsey Wessington would put up 13 in the second quarter to get us back to an 8-point game. At the break here at James Valley Christian, Vikings 28, Warbirds 20. Warbirds off the bench have Maria Nelson with 2 points. They did have 4 of their 5 starters score. Kendall Utek 2 points. She's 2 of 2 from the line. 5 apiece for Peyton Chemnitz and Lainey Utek. Chemnitz and Utek provided most of the offense in the second quarter. Chemnitz hit for all 5 of hers. Utek for 4 of her 5. And Shea Utek leads them with a half dozen, all from the line. She's 6 out of 6. Warbirds 7 in the first, 13 in the second, 20 in the half, and they are 9 of 12 from the free throw line. For the Vikings, they got 5 off their bench. Daryl Franzen, a 2 and a 3 in that opening quarter blitz. 4 of the 5 starters scored for the Vikings, 2 for Addie Bartholow. 5 for Rana Hood. She's 1 of 2 from the line. 5 for Alexa Gertz. She hit a 3 and a 2 in that opening quarter. And Kaylee Robinson, the only player in double figures with 11. Kaylee has hit 3 threes in this game and has paced the Vikings to this 8-point lead. And it is a team game, absolutely. And there's a bunch of other kids out there. But Robinson kind of the difference early on in this one is Rana Hood has been saddled by foul trouble. She had 3 in the opening quarter. And Alexa Gertz with a little bit of foul trouble. She also had 3 in that opening quarter. So now into the third, they can open things up a little bit and get those girls in a little bit more time. But we didn't see a whole lot of Alexa Gertz after that third foul in that opening quarter. In fact, I'm starting to wonder if she played at all in the second. If she did, it wasn't for very long. So the Vikings have one thing leaning against them here at a home playoff game. It's the foul trouble. We'll keep an eye on that. But Kaylee Robinson leads all scorers with 11, and her Vikings lead the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds at the half, 28-20. Scoreboard updates are brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care downtown Huron. We're going to take a 60-second break and come back with one of those scoreboard updates. It's the halftime show here from James Valley Christian School. Vikings lead the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds at the half, 28-20. Back in a minute with more halftime. 1 minute on KOKK.
The HRMC Physicians Clinic proudly welcomes the newest addition to their team, General Surgeon Dr. Terry Larson. Dr. Larson brings a wealth of experience and expertise in general surgery, along with a passion for providing exceptional care to his patients before, during, and after surgery. Whether you're in need of a simple procedure or a complex surgery, Dr. Larson is here to guide you every step of the way. Visit hrmcphysiciansclinic.org to schedule an appointment today. HRMC Physicians Clinic, the right care is right here. Welcome, Dr. Larson.
Onward Wolsey Business Association supports all activities of Wolsey Wessington School. Onward Wolsey includes 281 Travel Center, Roll and Wheel Restaurant, American Trust Insurance, American Bank and Trust, Buzzin' Coffee, McGilvery Heating and Cooling, Mid-Dakota, Holman Well Drilling, and Cane Creek Outfitters. Best of luck to the Warbirds from Onward Wolsey Business Association.
Dakota Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
Well, other scores of other teams in action tonight. Of course, the playoffs kind of getting underway at the lower levels on the girls' side anyway. As, of course, like Tigers AA girls, they still have a regular season game tonight. Over in Arlington, number 1 Arlington taking on number 8 Oldham Ramona Rutland. That's the early game. And the late game tonight over there will be Castlewood and Iroquois Lake Preston. Late game here tonight at James Valley Christian will be Dubrook versus DeSmet. Arlington at the half leads Oldham Ramona Rutland 37-13. Got that score for sure for you here. I don't think we'll have much of a Tigers score. Oh yeah, we do, a halftime score. Sioux Falls O'Gorman leading the Huron Tiger girls 45-13. Again, that is a halftime score in our game of the night over on Tiger and 1340 AM KIJV. O'Gorman 45, Huron 13. Girls basketball scores there here on Dakota Sports. No boys scores to pass along here, as there are no B or A games scheduled for the boys, and of course the Tiger game probably will start after we're done with this one. So that'll be it for your scoreboard update. Again, Arlington way out in front of Old Hammer-Mona Rutland, and Sioux Falls O'Gorman way out in front of the Huron Tigers in our game of the night over on Tiger Radio. Scoreboard updates are brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care. They're located at 35 4th Street Southeast, downtown Huron. The Mirror does accept walk-ins. Lori and Kylie offering services for the entire family: cuts, colors, waxes, perms, hair treatment, shampoo sets, eyelash extensions. You can stop in. They do take walk-ins. Or call Lori for an appointment at the Mirror, 605-883-HAIR. Or call or text Kylie, 605-553-1628. The Mirror Family Hair Care, downtown Huron. They bring us them scoreboard updates. The scoreboard here at James Valley Christian School, 28-20 Vikings at the half. We're back in a minute with the second half of this high school girls basketball playoff game. 60 seconds on KOKK.
American Family Insurance.
This is Crystal Volkwartson, agent at Volkwartson & Associates, Inc. As your American Family Insurance agent in Huron and Miller, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. Call me today at 605-352-4943, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey, all right, sir. What do you get for them? 25, 50, 50 downtown, 70 pounds, 70 downtown.
Meyer Auction Service, LLC is a full-service auction company, family-owned and operated right here in the Huron area. We have a finger and a pulse of the local markets with the ability to reach a worldwide audience. Meyer Auction specializes in farmland, real estate, and online auctions. If you are looking to buy or sell land or want to check out our upcoming auctions, go to benmeyerauctions.com.
Dakota Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
Welcome back to James Valley Christian School, and they got this one directly underway. Shea Utrecht, no good from in close, and then a whistle on Wolsey Wessington will mean the Vikings will inbound, and the foul here on Shea Utrecht will be her second. So we'll start off with a Wolsey Wessington foul, and James Valley will have a chance to strike first. Vikings saw a 17-point lead, back to 8 here by the time the half had expired, as Washachek here fouling Bartholow on the attempt inside, and actually not a shooting attempt, as the foul Macy Washachek's first, and will mean inbounding duties for Rihanna Hood. Inbound to Gertz, quick three is good. Alexa Gertz, who took most of the second quarter off due to foul trouble, will open with a three, get it to double digits again, 31-20. James Valley Christian. Gertz now with 8 points on the night. So the Vikings back to an 11-point advantage. Shea Utrecht on the wing left side, picks up the dribble, cross court for Kendall. Kendall to Chemnitz, here comes the double. Chemnitz into the lane, lost a defender and puts the shot up and in. Well, Chemnitz found herself all alone there in the middle of the lane, knocks down the short jumper. 9-point Viking lead, 31-22. Addie Knight in the corner, around to Gertz. Hood to Robinson on the left wing. Back up for Robinson. Bartholow inside, gets past the defender. The left hand off the glass is good. Addison Bartholow with a basket, and here come the Vikings. A 5-2 run to open the third, and an 11-point lead, 33-22. 6.5 to play third quarter. Well, if you're on your way up here to check out some basketball action, Dubrook and DeSmet will play the late game here. Winners will move on to Madison Thursday night. Ball knocked away from Chemnitz, picked up by Knight. Knight to Robinson. Robinson outside Gertz, another three, no good. Long rebound down to Shea Utrecht. Utrecht's pass knocked out by Addison Knight. Knight streaking to the basket there. Boy, if she could have got a hand on that, that would have been an immediate layup. Changes here is Utrecht, that's Kendall, and Washachek come out. That'll bring Maria Nelson back on, also bring Kenley Hooks in. Here is Nelson, left hand, too strong. Rebound Robinson. Robinson back across midcourt, Vikings by 11. Hood left side, steps around one defender, runs into another, lost the ball, scoops it back in and keeps possession for James Valley. Bartholow inside, Knight top of the key to Robinson. Back inside, Bartholow splits a double team, and a whistle will send Addison Bartholow to the free throw line. I think we got Maria Nelson for another foul here as we wait for free throws. First free throw is good for Gertz, and she'll have one more. Second free throw is good. Actually, excuse me, Bartholow. So Bartholow good on both. She's got a half dozen. The foul was on Macy Washicek, and they've got it up as her first, but I got it down as her second. Wolsey Wessington with the ball. Shea Utecht inside, and she will bounce one in off the window. Utecht, the cutter, nice pass there. It's back to 11. Vikings lead 35-24. 5:20 to play here in the third. Knight, top of the key, Hood, inside Bartholow. Bartholow again turns into the double team and puts it up and in. Bartholow 8 in the game, 6 of them here in the last 3 minutes. 5 minutes to play third quarter. Vikings lead is back to 13. Biggest lead, I think, was 17 in that first half. Here's Hooks right side on the baseline. Back up top to Shea Utecht. Left wing Nelson to Laney in the corner. Laney fakes on the three, drives past the defender, and finishes it off at the rim. Laney Utecht with her third field goal. She's got 7. 37-26, and here's a three on the wing. No good for Robinson. Rebounded Hooks over to Chemnitz. So Wolsey Wessington again a chance to get it back to single digits here. Laney Utecht on the left wing. Up top for Nelson, right side for Chemnitz. An 11-point Viking lead, 4:20 left in the third. Chemnitz, the drive. Pass left side is tipped by Nelson, picked up by Gertz. We go the other way with Alexa Gertz. Hesitation, drives, blocked by Nelson, and a whistle will send Alexa Gertz to the free throw line. And it's another foul on Maria Nelson. We'll wait to see when they put this up if that'll be her third, and I think, yeah, it will be. So I mistakenly charged Washicek with a foul earlier. First free throw for Gertz is good. So that's 9 for Alexa. Second free throw is up and in, and she will be the second Viking in double figures, and Bartholow has 8. 39-26, a 13-point Viking lead. Midway point of the third quarter, 4:05 remaining in the third. Utecht left wing, Laney out to Shea. Shea the drive. Shot is blocked, and a whistle will send Shea Utecht to the line. Fouls on Gertz, and that's her 4th. Robinson ready to make a change here. First free throw for Shea Utecht is good, and she will stay perfect at 7 out of 7 on the night. Franzen back in for James Valley as Shea Utecht knocks down both. Gertz will check out with her 4th foul. 3:55 left here in the third. Her Vikings in control, 39-28. Bartholow inside, tipped back outside to Hood. Left side Robinson, tried to get it inside. Hooks knocked it away from Bartholow. Picked up by Utecht. Here's Laney across the timeline. Chemnitz from the left corner. Peyton now to the top of the key. Still on the dribble here. Head of that zone. Inside for Hooks. Hooks working it inside. Shot is up and in. Kenley Hooks with her first basket. Back to single digits. 39-30. James Valley Christian. 3:15 to play in the third. Rihanna Hood on the left wing. Hood on the dribble to Knight at the top of the key. Right side Franzen to the right corner for Robinson. Back to Franzen. Bartholow around to Hood. Good ball movement here by the Vikings. And Hood drove to the basket there. Probably should have just finished it off. Left it off for Robinson. Ball knocked away. And now Kaylee with 5 on the shot clock turns and fires, and it rattles in. Kaylee Robinson with 13. Her first basket of the second half. Back to double digits for James Valley Christian. 41-30. They have led throughout. In fact, they led by as many as 17 in the first quarter. Had it at 17 early in the second, but then Wolsey Wessington on a charge to get it back to 8. Here's a Warbird shot blocked by Robinson, picked up by Knight. Addison to the other end. Going to leave it for Franzen. Cross court back to Kaylee Robinson. Hood on the wing. Trying to feed Bartholow. Hooks has got her covered up. Franzen, right corner for Addison Knight. Knight looking at a three. Doesn't want it. Drives baseline. Shut down by Shea Utek. Got to give it up. Hits a cutting Kaylee Robinson. And she is fouled. Wait and see who this one is on for Wolsey Wessington. Peyton Chemnitz, that's her second. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. James Valley Christian an 11-point lead, 41-30. And Kaylee Robinson to the line, chance to add on to that. The Vikings as a team are 6 out of 7, and Robinson will keep that free throw percentage up as she's good on the first. Robinson ready for one more with 2 minutes to play here in the third. Second free throw rattles, and it falls off the front of the iron. Bartholow there for the offensive rebound, and she is fouled. And Lainey Utek came down on Robinson's foot, turned her ankle a little bit. Looks like she's going to stay out there, but she does not look very comfortable. In fact, now McGurr, one of the officials, going to go check on her just to make sure, because there's any sort of injury there, you got to get out of there and get that taken care of. Bartholow good on the first free throw. Well, Addison Bartholow 2 points in the first. She's got 7 here in the third quarter. Ready for another free throw. That one is up, hits the heel, pops out. Shea Utek on the board. 43-30, Vikings by 13. Minute 50 to play here in the third quarter. Chemnitz across midcourt. Kendall Utek left wing, up top for Laney. Laney, handoff back to Kendall. Kendall the drive, off the window, too strong, but a whistle will get her a couple of free throws, and we'll see who this one is on for James Valley. It'll be Daryl Franzen, so for her, just her second. Back to the line here with Kendall Utek. Kendall 2 for 2, both her points from the free throw line tonight. And another free throw made here for Kendall Utek. Team is 12 of 15 from the free throw line tonight. Second free throw is no good, and Kendall will stay at 3 points, and the lead will stay at a dozen. 43-31, James Valley Christian. 90 seconds left here in the third. Hood to Robinson, right wing Franzen, back up top Robinson, and back to Rayana on the left wing. Knight in the corner, back to Hood. Hood inside Bartholow. Bartholow turns, and a whistle. Another foul, and 2 more free throws coming. Fouls on Shea Utek. That'll be 3 on her. And we go back to the free throw line with Addison Bartholow. She's 3 out of 4 here in the game. She's got 9 points. First free throw is no good. Kaylee Robinson, Alexa Gertz already in double figures. Bartholow can with this free throw, and it's good. So Bartholow now with 10. The lead 13 for James Valley Christian, 44-31. Chemnitz the drive. Leaves it out for Kendall. Now Laney Utek at the top of the key. Laney the drive, trying to give it back to Shea. Shea covered up by Addison Knight. Chemnitz top of the key, 18 on the shot clock. Nice crossover. Chemnitz past her defender, can't hit. Kenley Hooks with the offensive rebound, and she is fouled. And that'll be 3 on the Vikings, so the Warbirds here will inbound. The Vikings are in the bonus. Wolsey Wessington has committed 5 fouls here in the quarter. The foul's on Kaylee Robinson, her first. Inbound Shea Utek, top of the key. Shea gonna drive all the way to the basket. Can't quite finish it off. Rebound Bartholow. Bartholow ahead to Robinson, and it's just her and Franzen on that end. Robinson gonna get an easy layup. 16 for Kaylee Robinson, and the lead swells back to 15 points to close out the third quarter. 46-31 Vikings. Here's Laney Utek. Leaves it off for Hooks. Hooks from 5 feet is good. Kenley Hooks with her second basket. Vikings with the ball back up 13. Final possession here of the third as the Vikings try to move on. Well, Wolsey Wessington, for that matter, too, try to move on and extend this season. Winner goes to Madison. Franzen deep 3, no good, but there to clean it up is Rihanna Hood. Hood with 7 in the game. Here's a UTEC 3, closing seconds of the quarter. It wouldn't go, but Laney there, and the putback wouldn't go, and that's it for 3 quarters. After 3, Vikings back up 15, 48-33. We're back in a minute. A 60-second timeout on KOKK.
Stop into Shooter's Saloon in Wolsey today for some good food, good drinks, and great time. Shooters has new hours. They're open Monday through Friday, 3 to close, with the kitchen open 4 to 10. Shooters is now open Saturdays, noon to close, with a lunch special and appetizers available noon to 4. Be sure to follow their Facebook page to find the weekly special and any drink specials they may be having. You can still get all their normal menu items like their delicious ribeye dinner. And of course, Shooter's famous homemade pizzas 4 to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Make your next stop at Shooter's Saloon in Wolsey.
Action news on the scene. Once again, a craft of some sort has crash landed. I can see movement coming from the craft. Is it the sun? It is. It's confirmed and emerging now exactly what we thought. It is the sun. Ty Clark has just emerged from the craft. He's the son of Kent Clark. And yes, they're teaming up like Superman and Boy Wonder. Father and son finally together. Kent Clark Insurance, Wessington. Equal opportunity provider. 458-2281 for your crop insurance needs.
Dakota Sports.
And welcome back to James Valley Christian School. Hometown Vikings getting to host a playoff game. The top 2 seeds, Arlington the 1, Wolsey West, or James Valley Christian the 2. They both get to host. They both host 2 games tonight. The late game here will be Dubrook against DeSmet. The late game in Arlington is Castlewood against Iroquois Lake Preston. And of course, we'll have winners moving on to Thursday. We'll have at least 1 game, the winner here tonight. And then possibly if Iroquois Lake Preston moves on, we'll do 2 games there from Madison on Thursday. 48-33, the Vikings going to start the 4th quarter with a turnover. And Wolsey Wessington try to go to work, try to claw their way back into this one. Had it back to 8 at the beginning of the second half, and now back to 15 as James Valley went off again. 20 points in the 3rd. Shea Utech inside, or no, that's Laney Utech inside. Slips the defender and puts it up and in. Laney with 9 on the night, and it's a 13-point Viking lead, 48-35. 7:10 to play. Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game report afterwards. Get another look at that Mirror Family Hair Care scoreboard. Tiger girls trailing big time to O'Gorman. Here's Bartholow inside, and another whistle on Wolsey Wessington. It'll be on Kenley Hooks. That's her first. Here on Tigers trailing after 3 quarters, 61-15. First free throw for Bartholow is good. Addison with 11 points. Second free throw for Bartholow rattles out. Offensive board by Robinson, and she has it knocked out of bounds by Utech, and the Vikings will hold on to it. That's off Wolsey Wessington. So Rana Hood will inbound for James Valley Christian. Vikings a 14-point advantage. 7:03 to play. Inbounds to Robinson on the right wing. Kaylee cross court, left side for Hood. Hood trying to set up Bartholow. Up top, Franzen, right side back to Robinson. Robinson gets it in. Bartholow right back out to Hood. Hood the baseline drive, shut down by Laney Utech. Now Robinson on the wing, 18 on the shot clock. Kaylee going to step up for 3, and that one is good. Kaylee Robinson's 4th 3 of the game. She's got 19 points to lead all scorers. And her team is back up 52-35, and that matches their biggest lead of the game, and it comes with 6 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the matchup. Chemnitz, the drive, fouled, and will go to the line. I think that's Rihanna Hood's 3rd. We'll wait and see. It's a 3rd or 4th, I think. Well, actually, that's going to be 4. Well, Gertz had the 3 fouls in the opening quarter, still with 4 now, 6:20 to play. Hood had 3 in the opening half. She's still at just 4 now with 6:20, and Gertz is going to come back in with those 4 fouls, and Hooks will be replaced by Kendall Utech. Free throws for Chemnitz. First is no good, second is no good, and a whistle on the second. I think maybe we're doing that again. We are. A Viking stepped in the lane early, so Chemnitz is going to get another attempt. So third will rattle in. So the extra makes the difference. 52-36. Here's Gertz, the backdoor cut, no defense there. Oh, she couldn't finish it off, rebounded by Nelson. Had that one hit the heel, kind of funny. Popped out, Nelson the board, ahead to Laney Utecht. Chemnitz left wing, she'll fire the three, off the mark. Bartholow for the rebound. 16 points to lead with 6 minutes to play. James Valley Christian trying to pick up their 14th win on the season. Left corner, here's Knight. Inside for Gertz, knocked away, stolen by Laney Utecht. Laney the other way, right side. Almost lost it in the lane, somehow recaptured the handle. Maria Nelson from the corner, and we'll get a McGilvery timeout. 5:31 to play, 52-36, Vikings up 16. We're back after a full timeout, 1 minute, a 60-second break on 1210 KOKK.
It seems like nothing's built to last these days. Well, here's one that's built to last a long time. Portable crete feeders from Burns Manufacturing in Wessington. These crete feeders are built with convenience and durability in mind. Feed flow is easily adjustable with an agitation bar to prevent bridging and snug-fitting lids. Portable crete feeders from Burns Manufacturing are made locally in Wessington, South Dakota. Put a portable crete feeder from Burns Manufacturing of Wessington into your farming operation.
Onward Wolsey Business Association supports all activities of Wolsey Wessington School. Onward Wolsey Business Association includes Sandy's Cut and Curl, Santel Communications, Integra of Wolsey, Shooter Saloon, Dakota Environmental, H&S Heating and Cooling, Wolsey Wessington School, and the City of Wolsey. Best of luck to the Warbirds from Onward Wolsey Business Association.
Dakota Sports.
Back to James Valley Christian School. 5.5 minutes left in this opening round girls region basketball game. Wolsey Wessington down 16. Had it trimmed to 8 at the half after trailing by as many as 17 in the first half. But James Valley Christian had a 20-point third quarter to get that lead back up to, it was 15 after 3, sits right now at 16 points. 52-36, Wolsey Wessington trailing, 5:20 to play. They will inbound, and stolen away by Kaylee Robinson. Robinson to the other end, goes around Chemnitz. Layup, it sat on the iron for a moment, but it fell in. 5 in the quarter, 10 in the half, 21 in the game for Kaylee Robinson. Utecht, Laney on the wing, right side. Stops the dribble just inside the top of the key. Finds Nelson on the wing. Nelson steps through, goes left, hits off the heel, got it back herself. Let's try it again, and it'll go the second time. Maria Nelson with her second basket. And with 4:40 to play, the Vikings lead by 16. Robinson on the right wing. Well, Alexa Gertz saddled by foul trouble for a good portion of this ball game, but they haven't really needed her a whole lot tonight. Gertz sat most of the second quarter. There's a lob inside over the head of Robinson, picked off by Laney Utecht. Laney back the other way, midway point of the fourth. About 4 minutes to play. Laney on the drive, back outside to Kendall. Now Chemnitz top of the key. Chemnitz the drive, and it rattles in for Peyton Chemnitz. 10 on the night for Chemnitz. Peyton Chemnitz, one of the 2 seniors for Wolsey Wessington. Talk more about that in a minute as Addison Knight is fouled, and she will go to the line. Chemnitz will pick up the foul, her third. So again, for Wolsey Wessington, seniors include Peyton Chemnitz and Laney Utecht. First free throw no good for Addison Knight. Vikings are 9 of 15 from the line tonight. Knight ready for her second, looking for her first points of the game. Second free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebound Shea Utek to head to Laney. Laney across the timeline. Set up top of the key. Left side for Chemnitz now. Peyton Chemnitz a couple of dribbles up to the top. Crosses over and drives all the way to the rack. Lefty too strong. Rebounded by Hood. Rihanna Hood across midcourt. 3.5 minutes left. Gary's El Auto Glass postgame report will come your way after this one. Inside Robinson slips the defense, gets the basket and the foul. 7 in the quarter. 12 in the half, 23 in the game for Robinson. A chance to tack on another as the foul is called on Laney Utek, and that'll be her third, and Robinson is good on the extra free throw. Whole lot of Kaylee Robinson tonight. 3:21 to play in the game. It's 57-40 James Valley Christian. We're back after a 30-second timeout. 30 seconds on KOKK.
American Family Insurance.
This is Crystal Volkwartson, agent at Volkwartson & Associates, Inc. As your American Family Insurance agent in Huron and Miller, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. Call me today at 605-352-4943, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Dakota Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
Welcome back to James Valley Christian School, north edge of Huron. 2 seed in the region, getting them to host a playoff game. They host a familiar foe in Wolsey, Wessington. Here's a ball cross court, picked off. Robinson, layup, good. What a game for Kaylee Robinson. Pretty sure they got her now at 26. That'll put her at 10 in the quarter, 15 in the half, and 26 in the game. It also gives her team their biggest lead with 3 minutes to play. A Utek 3 is no good. Rebound through a couple of hands. Hood had it. Nelson took it away, and a whistle. And I don't know who this will be on. I wouldn't bet. It's Rihanna Hood, and she will foul out. Sits with 7 points on the night, 1 of 2 from the line. She'll foul out with 2:50 left. Bring Daryl Franzen back on, as again the Vikings though have just extended it to their biggest lead of the night, 19 points. Here's Laney inside to Shea. Back outside Chemnitz. Chemnitz the drive on Knight, and she's fouled. We'll go back to the line as Addison Knight picks up her second. Well, the Tiger girls have lost to O'Gorman tonight. Get you a final score here. Scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, as Chemnitz is good on the first free throw. The Tiger girls fall to O'Gorman 73-20. Here again, your final and our first of 2 tonight in that girl-boy doubleheader. Sioux Falls O'Gorman 73, Huron 20. Final score there. Scores brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, downtown Huron. Here's Bartholow inside. Her shot no good. Robinson the offensive board, and she flips it up and in. What a game. 28 for Robinson. 19 the lead for James Valley Christian. Laney Utek, the drive. High off the glass. It won't go, but a whistle. And Alexa Gertz cannot believe that that is a whistle on her, but it shall be, and that will end her night. She'll foul out with 10 points, 2 of 2 from the line. She will sit down with 2:13 to play. And if you had to guess 2 players that were going to foul out, Hood and Gertz would have been good bets because they both had 3 in that opening quarter. Their first free throw here by Laney Utek is good. But again, for James Valley Christian, they're able to not only win convincingly here early on in the playoffs, but do it basically without Gertz, and for a good portion of the half without Rihanna Hood. Utek to the line, rims out. Laney will split a pair, and a timeout by Krista Robinson. 2:09 to play, Vikings up 18. We're back in a minute, 60 seconds on 1210 KOKK.
Stop into Shooter's Saloon in Wolsey today for some good food, good drinks, and great time. Shooter's has new hours. They're open Monday through Friday, 3 to close, with the kitchen open 4 to 10. Shooter's is now open Saturdays, noon to close, with a lunch special and appetizers available noon to 4. Be sure to follow their Facebook page to find the weekly special and any drink specials they may be having. You can still get all their normal menu items like their delicious ribeye dinner and, of course, Shooter's famous homemade pizzas 4 to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Make your next stop at Shooter's Saloon in Wolsey.
Action news on the scene. Once again, a craft of some sort has crash-landed. I can see movement coming from the craft. Is it the sun? It is. It's confirmed and emerging now exactly what we thought. It is the sun. Ty Clark has just emerged from the craft. He's the son of Kent Clark. And yes, they're teaming up like Superman and Boy Wonder. Father and son finally together. Kent Clark Insurance, Wessington. Equal opportunity provider. 458-2281. For your crop insurance needs.
Dakota Sports.
Scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror. Tiger girls fall 73-20. Arlington leading Oldham Ramona Rutland 56-32. And of course, the winner here going to play in Madison on Thursday. Nelson, or Chemnitz to the other end, can't quite finish it off. Rebound, whiffs pass though, ripped by UTEC, and UTEC misses one from in close, but a foul is called, and I think we're going to the line. I'm going to wait, see what the officials say. It looks like J.C. whiff. Be 5 on the Vikings, so bonus time here for Laney UTEC. Laney's first free throw here is no good. UTEC on the night with 10 points in what appears will be her final game for Wolsey Wessington. Her and Peyton Chemnitz, the two seniors, is Laney good on the second. She's got 4 in the quarter, 6.5, 11 in the game. Chemnitz, by the way, leads them with 12, so they're two seniors going out on top of the scorecard here for Wolsey Wessington, but it doesn't look like the season will be extended here tonight as James Valley Christian up 61-44 with 90 seconds to play. A UTEC 3 is no good. Hooks is fouled on the putback attempt, so Kenley Hooks going to the free throw line. Fouls on Addie Bartholow. That'll be her second. Looks like Laney Gertz ready to check in next break. Kenley Hooks no good on the first free throw. A couple of field goals to her credit tonight. Whiff will check out as Laney Gertz is on with 1:24 to play. And James Valley Christian will move on to Madison on Thursday night. A lot of things to shake out here before we know all the matchups there. But second one no good for Hooks. Rebounded by Robinson. And the Vikings back across the timeline. Here's Laney Gertz over to Bartholow. Bartholow inside, Addie Knight. Top of the key back to Kaylee Robinson. And what a night for Robinson. 28 points here, propelling her team to victory, as they did most of it without Alexa Gertz and a good portion of it without Rayana Hood. They have both since fouled out. Bartholow, 5 on the shot clock. Robinson inside, fouled by UTEC. And Laney UTEC will pick up her 4th. Back to the free throw line with Kaylee Robinson. And Robinson here with a chance to hit 30. Couple of free throws here with 51 seconds to play. First is up and in. Timber Hayter going to check on. Washachek comes on to check Chemnitz out. Chemnitz and Laney UTEC will get a standing O from the Wolsey Wessington crowd, as that will be the final time that they will be taken out of a game here for the Warbirds. As again, Laney UTEC and Peyton Chemnitz, the only two seniors here for this Wolsey Wessington team. The Warbirds going to finish their year 7-14, and the second free throw for Robinson is no good. But she steals a pass. Well, she didn't. Yeah, she did. Robinson steals the pass, puts the shot up and in, and that'll make it 31. So what a night for Kaylee Robinson. Her team will move on. Timber Hayter has it tipped into the backcourt. Hayter will chase it down, and Kaylee Robinson going to come out of the game, and she'll get a good hand from the hometown crowd as 31 big points on the night as James Valley Christian is going to move on in this region girls basketball tournament. Here comes Nelson out as McGilvery will change over some personnel. Washachek, Hooks, Timber Hayter is on. Also on Taylor Eichstead and Riley Peterson. James Valley Christian with Maggie Decker. 24 is Braylon Hood. Lainey Gertz stays out there. Here's Andy Franzen on. And also Caitlin Stahl. Final 10 seconds, shot clock is off. They don't need to shoot, but they want to. Of course, the crowd and the team urging them on to get a late basket, and that will do it. Your final score here tonight, the final difference will be the biggest gap that this game had. James Valley Christian 64, Wolsey Wessington 44. And again, for Wolsey Wessington Warbirds, they will bid farewell to Peyton Chemnitz, a 5'8" senior guard, and Eleni Utek, the 5'6" senior forward, is the only two seniors for Wolsey Wessington, and they see their season come to a close here tonight with a mark of 7 wins and 14 losses. On the happier side for James Valley Christian, they're 14-6, and the 2 seed is moving on to Madison. They'll play Thursday night at either 6 or 8 p.m., and of course behind a great performance by Kaylee Robinson. Robinson filled it up in the fourth quarter, ended up with 15 points to put her over 30, ends with 31. We'll talk more about that in the Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame report. Vikings win, they're moving on. The final 64-44 over Wolsey Wessington. Back in 2 minutes with the Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame report. 2 minutes on 1210 KOKK.
It seems like nothing's built to last these days. Well, here's one that's built to last a long time. Portable creek feeders from Birds Manufacturing in Wessington. These creek feeders are built with convenience and durability in mind. Feed flow is easily adjustable with an agitation bar to prevent bridging and snug-fitting lids. Portable creek feeders from Birds Manufacturing are made locally in Wessington, South Dakota. Put a portable creek feeder from Birds Manufacturing of Wessington into your farming operation.
When is the right home truly the right home? This is Red Client with Real Estate Connection. First, can you afford it? Beyond the purchase price, you need to consider utility costs, maintenance costs, and property taxes. All of these factors add to the actual cost of a new home. Does the home meet your needs? Buying a large house when your kids are heading off to college in 2 years or paying for a view of the lake when you are hardly home probably doesn't make sense. At the Real Estate Connection, we are dedicated to helping you find a home that meets your needs without breaking your budget. We're ready to help you find the right home today. Give us a call, 352-1300, and visit our website, realestatehuron.com.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Glass is a proud supporter of area high school sports and sponsor of the post-game show. Gary and Michael Zell offer mobile glass replacement of windshields, door glass, cars and trucks, even tractor cabs on site. Gary Zell Auto Glass does chip repairs and they process all insurance paperwork. Call 352-0836 or toll free 1-888-852-0355. Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron. It's time for the post-game report on 1210 KOKK. Brought to you by Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron. Once again, here's Matt Watson.
Thank you, sir, and welcome back to James Valley Christian School, located on the north edge of Huron, as the hometown Vikings earned themselves a 2 seed with their regular season performance, 13-6 on the regular year, and got to host a playoff game. Not only a playoff game, but 2 games tonight. The late game here, Dubrook and DeSmet, as they are getting ready here, warming up, getting ready for the second game of the night. We won't have that one here, of course, on Dakota Sports as we wrap up with our 281 teams. The James Valley Christian Lady Vikings defeat Wolsey Wessington tonight by the final of 64-44. So for Wolsey Wessington, they will go to 7-14 as their final mark on this season. They will graduate into next season. Laney Utech and Peyton Chemnitz, a couple of big pieces here for this Warbird team. And the 2 leading scorers tonight, sort of fitting if you can't move on here, that those 2 seniors in their final game would lead this team in scoring. And we'll take a look at some of those numbers. We'll also get your scoreboard update here, brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care. But first, again, Gary's Auto Glass post-game report. James Valley Christian School came out firing. 23 points they put up in the opening quarter. They led by 16 after a quarter at 23-7. It was 17 at points in that opening quarter as well. They stretched it out 17 again in the second, and then that would be it. Wolsey Wessington went on a tear. They win the quarter 13-5, and it was an 8-point game at the break, 28-20, James Valley Christian. Third quarter started with a James Valley turnover, but Wolsey Wessington could not convert on the basket. Back down to the Vikings end for a 3 from Alexa Gertz. It was back to 11, and that's pretty much where it hung until about half or 3/4 of the way through that fourth quarter. And in large part to Kaylee Robinson. Robinson had 15 of the 16 James Valley points in the fourth quarter. She had 31 in the game, pushing her team on into the second round. And generally, this team kind of looks to Alexa Gertz. They look to Kaylee Robinson. They look to Brianna Hood, who, as Coach Robinson said in the pregame show, has improved her game so much over the years. And Addison Bartholow as well. Well, tonight, Gertz and Hood immediately were in foul trouble. Addison Bartholow had a tough go of it in the first half. Wolsey Wessington doing a good job packing the middle there and had Bartholow frustrated towards the end of the first half. But things came around a little bit in the second. Gertz got a 3 and a 2. Rana Hood scored a 2 in that third quarter. Hood stayed out there till 2:50 to play, and Gertz lasted until 2:13 left before fouling out. And then by the time they did, Kaylee Robinson had absolutely taken over. Robinson scored 8 in the first, 3 in the second, 5 in the third, and 15 in the fourth. 31 points to lead James Valley Christian to an opening round region basketball victory. For Josh McGilvery and the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds, they got 8 off the bench, 4 for Kenley Hooks, 4 for Maria Nelson. Hooks 0 for 2 from the free throw line. 4 of the 5 starters scored for Wolsey Wessington. 3 for Kendall Utech. She was 3 of 4 from the line. 3 more in double figures. Shea Utech had 10. Shea was 8 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Laney Utech in her final game as a Warbird put up 11. She was 3 of 8 from the line. And Peyton Chemnitz in her final game in a Wolsey Wessington uniform knocked down a 3, went 3 of 4 from the line, and led them in the defeat with 12 points. Wolsey Wessington 7 in the first, 13 in the second, 13 in the third, 11 in the fourth, 44 in the game, 17 of 26 from the free throw line, and they will end their season with a mark of 7 wins and 14 losses. The Vikings go to 14-6. 5 off the bench were for Daryl Franzen. 4 of the 5 starters scored for James Valley as well, and again, 3 in double figures. Rihanna Hood hit for 7. She was 1 of 2 from the line. Addison Knight, by the way, 0 for 2 from the stripe. 3 more in double figures. Alexa Gertz and a pair of threes and a couple of free throws. She had 10 points. Addison Bartholow hit for 11, 8 of those in the third quarter. She had 8 of their 20 points in the third. So Bartholow with 11 on 5 of 8 from the line, but Kaylee Robinson, the story of the night. She had 11 in the first half, 20 in the second half, 15 of those in the fourth quarter, as Robinson has 31 points, pushing her team to their 14th victory, and on to Madison for a Thursday night matchup. Who do they play? Well, we might have a little more of an inkling. Actually, no, I don't think we do, because they'll get not the lowest seed that's left, but next to it. So you tune in tomorrow morning on 1210 KOKK. Jeff will have the scores, the schedules, and more importantly, the matchups. Gary's Hill Auto Glass postgame show live from James Valley Christian School. Vikings win 64-44. Back to the studios. We'll hear from Gary's Hill Auto Glass, our postgame report sponsor. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back and wrap it up here with our scoreboard update, and we'll sign off from James Valley Christian. Again, the final, Vikings win. They're moving on to Madison Thursday night. The final, Vikings 64, Warbirds 44. Back in a minute with more Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game report. 1 minute on KOKK.
Brushing up, bettering yourself, or pursuing a degree?
And we try to play that Gary Zell in that last break. In this break, if you can get back to it.
Per credit hour plus fees. HCC offers courses through Northern State University, offering quality education at an exceptional value. To learn more, call Huron Community Campus at 605-353-8518. That's 605-353-8518.
Gary Zell Auto Glass is a proud supporter of area high school sports and sponsor of the post-game show. Gary and Michael Zell offer mobile glass replacement of windshields, door glass, cars and trucks, even tractor cabs on site. Gary Zell Auto Glass does chip repairs and they process all insurance paperwork. Call 352-0836 or toll free 1-888-852-0355. Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
That's right, and welcome back to James Valley Christian School. Thanks again to Gary Zell Auto Glass. They bring us our post-game report. Thanks again to the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. They bring us the reading of the officials there in the pregame show. And, of course, a big thanks to the Mirror Family Hair Care downtown Huron. Lori and Kylie at the Mirror, 35 4th Street Southeast, downtown Huron. They offer services for the entire family: cuts, colors, waxes, perms, hair treatment, shampoo sets, eyelash extensions. Stop in or call 605-883-HAIR. Again, for an appointment at the Mirror, you can call Lori at 605-883-HAIR, or you could call or text Kylie at 605-553-1628. That's 605-553-1628 for Kylie. You can call or text her, or call Lori at 605-883-HAIR to make your appointment at the Mirror. And the Mirror brings us scoreboard updates. The Huron Tiger girls take it on the chin tonight. The final in that one, Sioux Falls O'Gorman 73, Huron 20. Other girls basketball action, Arlington leading Old Hammer Mona Rutland 56-32 with 5 minutes to play there. And of course, the winners here tonight and the winners there over in Arlington all going to meet on Thursday night. James Valley Christian School, of course, will move into that. We'll be over there to cover them, and then should Iroquois Lake Preston defeat Castlewood tonight, we would also see them over at Madison High School Thursday night. So you can tune in tomorrow morning with Jeff Duffy. He'll have all the scores from tonight's action, all the matchups, not only for us here at Dakota Sports, but for the area playoff teams, as we are already into the playoffs here for girls basketball. So again, thanks to the Mirror Family Hair Care for bringing us scoreboard updates. Thanks to Corden, our engineer back at the studio. Great job tonight, buddy. We want to thank all our great sponsors, which we will do in our post-game billboard. I want to thank Krista Robinson. I want to thank Josh McGilvery here for pregame conversations and for all season long, just keeping me up to date on what's happening with the team. Always taking the time to come over and talk to me when they see me here for the pregame show. So thanks so much, specifically Coach McGilvery, for all season long, and to Coach Robinson as well. And of course, we'll talk to Coach Robinson again Thursday night in Madison as James Valley Christian School moves on tonight. The final 64-44 over Wolsey Wessington. Vikings will go to Madison with a score of mark of 14-6. Wolsey Wessington's season will come to a close with a mark of 7-14. The late game here at James Valley Christian, should you want to come check this one out, is Dubrook against DeSmet. Arlington is out in front of Old Hammer Mona Rutland over in Arlington, and the late game over there will be Castlewood and Iroquois Lake Preston. So again, just Jeff Duffy tomorrow morning. He'll get you all the scores. He'll have you the Dakota Sports matchups. And of course, hijinks and hilarity and entertainment with Mr. Rozier checking in with your morning mess each weekday morning right here on KOKK. And I'll be back, of course, tomorrow afternoon on KOKK from 1 to 4. Final tonight, James Valley Christian wins 64-44 over Wolsey Wessington. This has been a presentation of Dakota Sports on 1210 AM KOKK, committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
Thanks for listening to exciting high school sports. We are Dakota Sports on KOKK. Tonight's coverage has been brought to you by
Our area sports sponsors are Shooters in Wolsey, Wilbur Ellis, Ken Clark Insurance, Huron Community Campus, Slumberland Furniture, Burns Manufacturing in Wessington, Olympic Motors, Dairy Queen in Huron, Dakota Land Feeds in Huron, Huron Regional Medical Center, Car Chiropractic Clinic in Huron, and the Real Estate Connection. South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, brings us the reading of the officials. Gary Zell Auto Glass, our post-game sponsor, and the Mirror Family Hair Care brings us in-game scoreboard updates. Wolsey Wessington sponsors Onward Wolsey Business Association and American Family Insurance. James Valley Christian School backed up by Ben Meyer Auction Service. The Vikings are moving on. We'll have live coverage Thursday night on Dakota Sports. The final tonight, James Valley Christian 64, Wolsey Wessington 44. For Gordon back at the studio, for our sports director, Jeff Duffy, and for everybody in Dakota Sports, this is Matt Watson saying good night, everybody.